This here block hanging from the engine hoist is a Mopar 440, big block. Now, I don't know exactly how fast I'll be able to get this project moving along. I've got this block, which I think I can do a re-ring on. I've got another block that's pretty rusty that needs punched out. I've got a couple sets of heads, 2 cranks. This one, I let sit outside, well not outside, I let it sit in our Trailblazer too long, and it, I guess where condensation built up, got a little rusty, but it's still not bad. It can be cleaned up or turned or whatever. But I've got another one over here that has a little like light rust on it, but not bad. I've got 2 water pumps, some valve covers, 2 sets of rods. This one's pistons still look alright. So I think a re-ring and this would be good to go. But what I want to put this in is a 97 Dodge Ram that I've had for a while. But anyone can just put a big block in a Ram. What I want to do is adapt the distributor, which is up here. We're on the small block, it's back there. And anyway, I want to adapt all the factory electronics, because where I'm at, we still have emissions. So I want to get this in and make it run off the factory computer, pass emissions and everything. And since I have HP tuners, I can tune it with that. Now, one thing it's got going for it is the crankshaft. I'll flip one over for you. Like what Dodge did is this is the same pattern as the small block. I've already grabbed one of my I've had several of these Rams with Magnum engines, all 360s. I went ahead and grabbed the flywheel and it lines right up. So the flywheel part will be fine. Now we have to adapt it to the, I'm going to use the 46 RE that's in my truck as is. And you can get an adapter plate. You can't see crap right here. Alright, you can get a plate that bolts to this, and then the other transmission will bolt to that. And that way would work. It's actually still kind of more expensive. Ultra Bell sells a bell housing to bolt it to a 518 or a 727. And it bolts through the front pump in the transmission. So you cut the bell housing off and use longer bolts to go through the pump, and that solves that. That'll adapt the transmission, and the flywheel bolts right on there, so it'll still have the flywheel. I will have to figure out how to hold the crank sensor, because on the small block it bolts to right here. There's enough meat on the back side and some holes, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure I've got one of those over here too. Let's see. It bolts right here. So that's not going to exist. There's the other 440 block. This is a block difference from this is a 360 sitting on top of a 440. Big jump in size. A lot of it's just because of the way this is. It's a deep block or a deep skirt, whatever. Because main caps stop right here. Oil pan rails right there. Man caps here, oil pan rail, so it looks bigger because of that. It still is a lot bigger, but so we've got flywheel figured out. I'll use the Ultra Bell to get it bolted on, and that'll work. I'll have to make a mount, and I think they sell an adapter for it's still kind of custom for the 727 stuff or the 518, but to put a small block Magnum in an older vehicle with just a 727 that didn't have that hole or those bolt holes, they made one that used one of the transmission bolt holes, and then it would go through and line up with the flywheel. So I'm sure regardless I can figure out what degree I need to put this at to put it in to line the flywheel up. There's going to be some playing around to figure that out, but I can do it. I think the biggest hurdle is going to be this: getting the distributor in and working in the front lengthwise versus, because the small block one's much smaller than this. This hole's pretty big. And let's see, there's your height. I've been saving this project for a while. Rotate this. The small block, that really looks pretty close to the same size, and we might get lucky. The depth is clearly different. Maybe. I'm about to mock that engine up and play with the distributor just to find out. So there's a lot of money I got to get together to do this project and get it done. But I think it's going to be cool making it work with the factory electronics and still going through emissions for other people. I doubt anyone else is going to do this. I've just always wanted to do this. I don't really consider myself a Mopar guy, but I've had several Rams. I've got the Ram, I've got the supercharged Dakota, now I've got the supercharged Jeep, so maybe I am a Mopar guy. But I've also got a Nissan hardbody, full-size Chevy, so I don't know. But the bulk of my fleet is Dodge. Well, anyway, I just want to give an update on this upcoming build, see what people think about it. If anyone has any ideas or has information on how they've done it or seen somebody do any of this, it'd be greatly appreciated. Anyway, thank you for watching.